This is Jones C. Edwards Stadium in Huntington, West Virginia. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders and the Marshall Thundering Herd. Reese Davis along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. We'll hear from Holly Rowe in a bit down on the sideline. Kickoff here, it all lined up, and we're ready to put toe to leather. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. So the Marshall Thundering Herd will go on offense first to start this game. And here comes Carlos Del Rio Wilson. Last time out in their victory, barely a ball hit the ground, more than 90% completed. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Meadows. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wants to fire on second down. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Touchdown, Blue Raiders! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Oof, and after that pick six, not the start this quarterback wanted. You're going to have to be really good about having a short-term memory and just turn the page. There's tons of football here to be played. You made a big mistake on that last throw. Don't let it beat you for the rest of this football game. You've got a lot of ball left to play. You've got to keep going.
So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Rides the option, he keeps it. Hard running there.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow, the running back there showing you his skill set as he's able to rip off that one for a first down.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Setting up the screen. Give him 9 on that one. Sets up a 2nd and 1.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
The Thundering Herd to the line, facing a 2nd and short. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Boston. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They just keep firing. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
You know, that's a throw in the drag route where you just got to have patience. You got to let your wide receiver clear through all the bodies in the middle of the field, and they just couldn't hook up on that one.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Oh, they're after him. He won't have enough for the first down as the defense able to corral him. It'll be 4th down. Wide receiver comes in motion. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. So Middle Tennessee's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He scored 4 times in their last game, just under 100 yards in the W. Running inside. It's y'all. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Pulls it and fires to the left. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Red pass, it's complete. Could not make his way to the corner.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Third and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? Wide receiver going in motion. Trying play action. Fakes the grab on the left. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. A great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their play.
Could be an alley. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Keeps it on the option. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that something to the ground.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
That's 2 opportunities for this defense. They had to get off the field, and both times, nice protection up front by the offensive line. QB coming up with a great read, great completion. Now this offense set up a
and he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it.
And this D's giving up a lot of yards, and it looks like a failed possession. But right here, they get a chance to save it. Nice job there. They're forcing a passing third and goal situation here. Got to stay sticky to these wide receivers. 1 more down, and it would look like a really bad possession can turn into a field goal and a win for this defense.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. The run inside. It's Meadows. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Well, with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block, but boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there, the defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them.
Marshall will be forced to punt. Hauls it in at the 25, and he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stopped. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Gonna run it. It's Martin.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Got a big paw up there and knocks it down incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down, now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Slings it downfield. That's caught. It's Jones. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Well, you can't throw it much better than that. You've got an in-breaking route coming from the right-hand side, and there wasn't a big window to squeeze that football into, but really nice job on the timing. He threw it at the perfect moment, puts it only where his guy can make the catch, and they get a big 1st down.
They'll keep it on the ground. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the 1st quarter. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll take a shot. Touchdown, MTSU. What a grab in the end zone for 6.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the 1st half, but this unit looks dialed in.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Offense in a bunch formation. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Meadows. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got a man. It's Culliver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to get it through the air. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw every...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, looking for the completion. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
This Marshall offense putting together a nice drive.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Quarterback keep. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
Well, one of the reasons this offense likes the option game with the quarterback is to use his speed and try to attack the perimeter of the field. The defense, though, not having any of it. You saw the contain on the play, forcing him back in the middle of the field, and they're able to corral him for a huge loss.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up. Marshall will be forced to punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. To the ground to try to move the chains. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Running inside, it's Martin. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Off play action. On the move, he fires. With the catch, it's Lacey. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the 1st down. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Jones. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's 1st down. On the run, it's Shaw. Got a little grass. Crosses the 40, gets it down to the 35 before he stopped, a gain of 6. 6-yard pickup on 1st down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks, it's Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple 1st downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Going to the run, it's Martin. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Here's the give off the left side. Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their 1st game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Marshall takes over the ball. The Thundering Herd offense coming out. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Pulls it in. It's Culliver. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Obviously didn't like what he saw on first down, and they used a timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. The play-action fake. Escapes the pressure going right. Got room at the 35. Quarterback got it himself. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. They've hit him with back-to-back chunk plays. Now it's 1st and goal. Gets the back moving. Looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. And they got it. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And it's a sack.
The offense right now is moving in the wrong direction. They weren't able to get a touchdown on that first down play. Now giving up a negative play on 2nd down. You better be very careful about this 3rd down play call.
And how big is that earlier sack now as they try to get it in the end zone here? On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. It is good. There is a flag on the play. Now, if this is on the defense, it might not change that much. Offense has already made the long field goal. You know, they make fun of kickers for not worrying about contact, but that's about as rough as it gets. Man, oh man, those types of penalties just drive defensive coordinators crazy. Was 4th down, now 1st down. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Pressure coming. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Quickly to the tight end. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. Absolutely perfect.
There's so many more times we're going to say go for it and be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Bringing the heat. And down he goes. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket from what's left in this first half. This play will be a big indication of whether this drive goes anywhere on 2nd and long from the 11. Rides to back and leaves it. Trying to give them some room to work with. Stopped just short of the 20. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 19. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. He stopped at the 23 and still a ways to go to pick up the first down. Wanting to stop the clock on defense, they use their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Punt is on its way. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Half time as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Fellas, welcome into our EA Sports Studios here in Orlando, the Week 2 edition of our College Football Update Show. We start with a look at Ohio State taking on the number 5 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Buckeyes with one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one, and win a fireworks-filled football game.
Coming out with it, it's Allen. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
I caught up with Coach Mason coming out of the locker room. He loves the way this offense is moving. The momentum has been intense. As you know, they play at that breakneck pace. The no-huddle seems to be working because they've got rhythm and momentum here. We'll see if they can keep that up to start the third quarter. I'll keep you posted on if things slow down or if they're going to keep their foot on the gas here in this game. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Oh, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Looking to get it in. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Marshall! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Blue Raiders come out ready to go on the attack. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Out across the 30, steps out of bounds at the 31-yard line as they try to put something together. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. They'll try to power their way ahead. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you wanted. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier.
Might have a chance. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. Up-tempo for the offense.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On target. And here comes the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. So Marshall is out on the field and ready to get this drive cranked up. They haven't had a whole lot of production nor much to show for it on the scoreboard so far, and if they're going to get back in this game, it needs to start right now. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on first down. Makes the grab. It's Culliver. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Marshall quick to the line. Gives it on the option. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44. And we'll stop play right now. We have an injury timeout. Trainer's out having a look at this junior defensive back. Holly Rowe will update us on his condition. The run inside. It's Meadows. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They've got the screen set up. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
Finding some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
Marshall comes to the line way behind the sticks here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. Splits the uprights. Good. Now a 2-possession game at 24-13.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Middle Tennessee State comes out onto the field, the offense ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Martin. There's some room. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
He lets it fly. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll go right back to him. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Trying to keep this drive alive. Breaks into the open. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
And I got to be ready mentally and physically. Mentally, I got to know exactly where the sticks are. 4th and 2, can't dilly-dally around. Got to run physical, got to break tackles, got to go through people, whatever I need to do to get that 2 yards. Nice job running the football.
Trying to get rid of it. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Run in the red zone, it's Martin. Maybe a crease. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. After 3 periods of play, and these 2 running backs have gone head-to-head. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Running inside, it's Taylor. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Working that left side now. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down.
I know that was 3rd down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up 4th down.
desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. Looking for a crease, it's Meadows. Runs into a wall, they'll give him one out to the 8.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
The sure hands, it's Culliver. Across the 25, he's got room. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Wants to throw on 1st down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
Man, this defense has been ruthless all game long. Individual effort. They've got guys up front winning their one-on-one matchups, and they have been terrorizing this quarterback.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, talking to the coaching staff coming into tonight, they thought they had to have success throwing the football if they were going to win this game. And one of the biggest reasons why I'd say they're losing right now is because this guy still hasn't thrown a touchdown pass. The defense has been ready for the deep shots. They're ready yet again here late in the game. Nice job forcing that incompletion.
Marshall quick to the line. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Marshall might go for a big play here on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Find my guys quickly, know my matchups, get them the football, let them do the rest. So many playmakers now in football. I'm trying to get it to him as fast as possible so he can do that. Right after the catch, make guys miss, make beautiful plays.
The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. The run inside. It's Meadows. Maybe some room here. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6. Marshall looking for the score on 1st and goal. Trying to run, it's Meadows. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step 1 accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
He'll bring it out. It's Allen. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see what the Blue Raider offense can get going. They've got a 1st down here. Want to start his bend to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Taylor. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Kick is in the air. Makes a nice grab at the 25. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Running inside, it's Meadows. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, and making your situation really good on the next down.
Back to pass on second down. That's caught. It's Payne. And he's still running after the move. He's into plus territory, knocked out of bounds after the nice game, mark it at the 47.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8. What will they dial up on 2nd and 8? Long way to go. The run inside. It's Meadows. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
Well, I think this running back has proved in this game here tonight that he can be counted on and relied on, right? In a big moment right here, late in the game when they need to run the ball to ice this thing, he's able...
There's a crease. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Gives it on the option. Oh, he's got a chance. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Marshall trying to make this red zone trip pay off. Off play action on 1st down. Plucks it out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I love the QB here. He holds it, he holds it, he holds it just long enough to let the receiver run the drag route, and then he puts it out in front of him so he can catch it on the run in stride and then turn upfield to use his speed.
And a touchdown here would not only give them the lead, but in the 4th quarter, that ramps up the pressure.
53.
Quarterback sneak. Touchdown, Hurd! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
This is an offense that has so much confidence. They believe they're able to win the game when it matters the most. They've got the playmakers to do it. You saw it on that last touchdown. Now taking the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Middle Tennessee offense will go back to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And now what will they come up with on this second down play? Pulls and fires complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Finds a man in the middle. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
And how about the wide receiver coming through in a big moment? We haven't talked about it much. Kind of been a non-factor. Defense has done a great job. This game coming down to the wire, he makes a big play when they really need it.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. They're working that left side. He'll be stopped, but not before. He carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Snap in the shotgun. Trying to find the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2.
Here we go. Ready. 129.
Motion from the back.
Ready, go.
2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Touchdown, Middle Tennessee. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Who can you count on in those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Thundering Herd offense ready to come out and get this drive going. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Zings it complete to the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Marshall back at it with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Got his man. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. And they are coming out for what will be a huge field goal attempt. Up and good. Tied the game, and we're going to OT. 4 quarters not enough to settle this one. We're headed to overtime.
And these teams have played so well, back and forth, evenly contested game. How about a little free football, Jesse?
Yeah, I love this, David. Free football. And finding out which of these two teams is the most mature. Who can settle down now with the game on the line and make the big play.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime, David.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and 2-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
We'll get it started here in overtime. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. The quick out. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. To the air on 2nd down. Caught behind the line. It's Galloway. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And so after the scintillating return, just don't mess it up. You've got to cash this in for a score. Looking downfield on 1st down. Firing to the right, complete. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Shaw. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
This is the most important part of the field. What you did to get down here means nothing. Nice job by this defense, staying confident, staying aggressive, and forcing the 3rd down and goal.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense. So they'll send out the field goal team to try to take the lead here in overtime. Needed to stay alive, and it's good. They take the lead in the first possession of overtime, and now the defense will have to stand tall. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's 1st down. Running inside. It's Boston. Here's a little room there. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. They give it to him again. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. A touchdown ends the game here in overtime. It's 1st and goal.
Thunder! Blue 42, Thunder! Set! Black 14! Black 14!
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
I think it would be great if this offense leaned on the run game more in the red zone. Leaned on their back, man. Give it to him. Let him do his thing. He hadn't even gotten the end zone yet this season, so love to see him get that opportunity.
He got it in! A walk-off touchdown in overtime!
Game on the line, and they've got to be the more physical side. Great job getting blocks up front. He was able to skirt his way into the end zone, David, to win this game.
Man, that's why I want the ball second in OT. I know exactly what I need to go get it done. They take it down the field, run it in the end zone, and end the football game.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis, saying goodbye, everybody.